It's made for TV, man.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It's very entertaining. Like, if you didn't know the story, that's a good story they got going. But
okay.
Am I satisfied with my portrayal? And I came in episode 6. So, I was there day one, but I understand they was flashing back, going way back, trying to show the start of all of it. And I wasn't with RZA and Dirty and them from the beginning. That was RZA, Dirty, and RZA. So I understand them going that far back in the story and introducing everybody one by one. But I came in episode 6, and then I was the nigga that was I guess late giving RZA his money when I showed my face. Shout out to my man Joey Badass too. He did
Joey Badass. I like that dude.
But my first intro scene was, I think, RZA coming to my crib, stepping to me about the money. I had some money for him or something like that. On a hustler, I was late. Like, yo, I'm gonna have it for you. I ain't got it or something.
You're like, wait, don't be having me out here as the nigga like with the shorts.
Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. That's not me. That ain't my
no.
It's things in life that go down. Like, at that time, me being from Park Hill, I couldn't hustle a Stapleton niggas work in my hood. My hood wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, and then the second part, it was like, you in my house pressing me, like,
Right.
So it's made TV, man.
Yeah, well, like, unrealistic. Like,
is the Stapleton versus Park Hill, like, that's a real thing?
That was real.
That was real.
Okay.
It's now fame now, but I still feel there's a little tension.
Right. Now was Ray and Ghost blowing shots at each other like that? Was that real?
That's not real.
You see them?
Yeah, no, RZA said that wasn't real.
Tell motherfuckers that wasn't real. Somebody sent me an interview with Papa Wu talking about that they was blowing shots and something like that. I'm like, bro, I know multiple dudes, like, I'm out here on the island and all of that. I know dudes like Raider Ruckus and all of that type of shit. Right. So I already know a lot of the behind the scenes information. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my man Raider Ruckus. He'll let you know.
Exactly. I talked to Raider Ruckus. That's my guy.
I've heard RZA say
throwing those shots at each other. He's like, yeah, they didn't like each other. They felt like they was,
Yeah. No, meth wasn't.
Park Hill niggas feel like, yo, Stapleton niggas is grimy niggas or whatever, that kind of energy. But they wasn't blowing shots at each other like that. And I tried to tell motherfuckers that. Lord Jamar, I'm telling you they were. And I'm like, all right, man, whatever the fuck.
Nah, man. Park Hill was the niggas that was trying to get fly, trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? Linking up with Brooklyn niggas.
Right.
Making moves out of town, doing that type of thing. Stapleton is thugged out.
Right. Robbing.
Stapleton taking everything. Not saying he wasn't getting money.
By accident.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, okay.
I was like,
everything. All right.
I mean, like, not saying Stapleton wasn't getting money or getting fly. They was known for letting niggas have it. Straight up.
Right.
With the hands, all that shit.
Right.
That's been an ongoing thing for years. Like, Hatfields and McCoys type thing.
Right.
Okay.
Nah, meth wasn't sleep on the roof.
Right.
What else they had in there?
They were just making shit up, huh?
Yeah, but
I mean, like that's what they do in this Hollywood world. Like, you got to try to make a story that's engaging. I mean, we liked the series. You know what I mean? Like, we all watched it. We all were engaged by it. But you have to understand that it's not, when you get to that type of shit, it's not necessarily history that you're looking at. Right. You know what I mean? Well, like for instance,
story.
For instance, we had Just Ice on the show, God.
Word?
He never met RZA. He said that never happened.
What?
There was a part in there where they had Just Ice specifically press RZA
Smacking him up to know his lessons.
know your lessons type of shit. Just Ice said that is not true. That never
happened.
He never even met RZA back then.
See, because even in his song way back, back, he never brings up. Remember, he was naming everybody. You know, he didn't. But the Mics and Men, that documentary was fantastic.
Well, I was gonna say one thing that they did. One impression of you that it did give, which I believe to be true, was like you was a motherfucker that came in the booth and laid your verse down and had everybody else like, oh shit.
For me, see, I don't know, man. Like I separate the two.
I don't care what you say. That happened on Triumph. That
happened on a lot of shit.
Yeah, I'm being modest.
That was one of my favorites before Triumph. Like I'm telling you, he was that guy that I felt like, yo, niggas are sleeping on Deck. Like there's always those ones that's apparent, and then there's the one that's not so apparent but should be apparent. And I felt like Deck was that guy. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, I'm in a crew full of superheroes, man. You know,
right.
I'm the rap Avengers. So, I could be Thor. By the time I hit the scene, Hulk done smashed already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's why I gotta hit the hammer first.
Right.
So that's why you hear me first on a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, to go behind Meth and Ray and Ghost back to back, and you coming off, you got to have the most powerful shit. So let me go first.
And that's the greatest opening. That's the greatest opening of a song ever. Fuck the bullshit. That's the best. It's like I said before, other than clap your hands, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
these are the breaks. It's the best. Man.
Oh.
So of Mics and Men, what did you think about the documentary? Because I love the documentary. I watched the documentary because there's so much footage of you guys.
Well, I know the guy that made that, actually.
What you say?
I said I know the guy that
that was a really I mean, they even showed you all listening to the Cream beat, like, yo, we're gonna do. I mean, they had footage of that. What'd you think of that one?
Nah, Mics and Men was dope.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Us. You know what I'm saying? That was us. That wasn't scripted.
I didn't even want to watch the series after I saw the doc.
But I'm saying, if you saw both, you could just compare the series documentary and see the differences.
Yeah.
And so it was never at a point where dudes was, like shooting at each other and all that. But the story of us in the documentary makes a good story for the Hulu. It's like, you know how they say, like, the names and the faces change, in the story, any likeness is, but that's all it is. It's just a flip. Give y'all, pieces of the truth and create a new story off it.
I'm gonna be honest, I was a little disturbed not seeing you, God, in the first season. From what I understand, he's gonna be in the second season.
But yeah, I was gonna be in the second season.
Right, but I don't know. I was just like, where's you, God? Like I know he's around at this time. Where's he at? Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
From what I understand, it might have been some whatever, shit happens.
Well, yeah, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why, but I can tell you that he didn't sign on with it.
Right.
So
in the movie, there's a fictional fire that was actually a flood in real life, correct?
Right.
Now, from what I understand, in this flood, one of the things that were lost was your solo album.
Right.
That I heard was fire.
Yeah, man. It's the difference in winning the chip is making it to the final. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have had that album, I believe at that time we could have got pushed to get to that platinum like the rest of my brothers, but even it wouldn't go. The makeshift album that I put together. together because when I lost that one, like all the tracks, I took at that time we was using floppy disks and like DAT tape and stuff like
Right.
that. I took all of that to tech companies. I went to an IT place in DC.
Try to get it recovered.
Trying to get it recovered. Put it in the white room, everything. Dust free shit. They tried every technique they thought of. Almost ran up like close to 15, 16 grand.
Wow.
To not save it. Not save it. So Ray is doing the purple. Like so much is going on. I gotta pretty much fend for myself. Put an album together with Rizzo over here, Jizz's over there. Everybody's just signing their deals. Rizzo, remember Rizzo? Dirty.
Right. Electra.
Signed already.
F Jam. Everybody's going all over the place like gangbusters.
Exactly.
Hot ass fucking album that could compete with all of these, and then it's lost. How did that make you feel at that moment? Like I know your stomach had to be like when they called you and said, "Yo, there was a flood, bro," and yo, I got to tell you something. Yo, your shit was in there.
Like stomach just sank, man.
Where were you when you got that call? You remember?
I was in Park Hill for sure. And no, I was out of town. We were actually on the road. Rizzo got the call. Rizzo told me. I was like, damn, like whatever mood I was in just went out the window.
Like, are you fucking serious?
Sure.
Like that's the first thing I'm up. Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, are you fucking serious?
What? But floods is natural. It wasn't so much of the flood that was fucking me up. It was just like, damn, my shit got caught in the flood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But all due respect, it was more of hope everything is okay.
Right.
House and things of that nature. But when we got to it and was able to see what it looked like, the sort of damage was like, damn, bro, you lost not just my album, but bad shit.
Right.
Keyboards, other people's albums, perhaps.
Right.
But that shit, just looking at it, was like I can see it now as I'm telling you.
And there was no way to read.
We just roll that butter. We just roll that butter. We just roll that butter. We just roll that